let's meet some of the speech captains. Hi.
Hi, I'm Allie Johnson, and I'm a junior at Willmar Senior High, and my categories are extemporaneous speaking, original oratory, and occasionally impromptu.
Hi there, I am James Rendy. I am a senior at Willmar High School. I compete in duo interpretation with Ava here, humorous and prose.
And I'm Ava Carlson. I'm a senior, and this is my 6th season on the Willmar speech team. I do prose and duo interpretation.
My name is Brandon Valladares. I'm a junior, and I do original oratory, informative speaking, and program oral interpretation.
I'm Andrew Chupa. I'm the head coach of the Willmar speech team. I've been coaching for 7 years.
And I'm Bridget Peterson. I am one of the members of the Willmar speech sponsors, which operates a lot like a booster club for the speech team.
Why speech? What do you like about speech?
Well, the speech team has a great community. You can make lots of friends on your own team and on other teams, and you can really spread messages that you want to around to people.
I think it's really important for people like us to have a platform where we can speak what inspires us, speak what motivates us, and have people that will completely listen to you. And you can, obviously what James said, you can meet friends and you can hear what other people have to say as well.
I personally joined speech to build skills like confidence and things in those lines, and I'd say that it's helped me greatly in building those skills. So for me, speech is really something to help build my path into my future, and it's really helped me build the necessary skills for the steps I want to take as I grow older.
I joined speech because I think sharing messages is really important, especially for people who can't share it themselves. So typically through my things, I like to share messages of people who don't have that opportunity, and being able to shed light on those situations and being able to show that speech is all about sharing a message, not just skills and confidence.
Coach, why speech?
Speech is a great way to build those public speaking skills like Allie mentioned and spread your messages. They kind of hit all the nails on the head. The reason why I coach though is, you hear these great kids, and I get to spend time building them and working with them and giving them resources so that they have opportunities to go places that they wouldn't have had the opportunity to do for skills that traditionally go unrecognized, things like public speaking, things like spreading messages, stories that go unrecognized. They get recognized for those things and get opportunities to go places they've never been to. So that's why I do it.
Where do you think your speech experience is going to take you? Do you think it will translate to a career?
I personally would think so. I've always had dreams of being an attorney or a lawyer, so speech has built a lot of that, as well as the fact that my category mainly focuses on speaking off the cuff. So because of that, I think that it helps build skills once again that are necessary in that career. So I definitely think it will help me in that path.
Well, I want to be a dentist, fun fact. So for sure, speech helps create bonds and friendships and relationships that you'll need for life. And with those skills, I can be able to talk to people and communicate, and it's really useful.
Let me test out your listening, though.
Something about a mole.
Yes!
I think speech can help you in any career path and just life in general. I am fully confident in myself and confident in my abilities to speak in front of the class and to speak to other people in general outside in the community, such as if I had a job interview, I would know that I would go in feeling confident and just confident in my speaking abilities.
For me, I use it more so as a career pathway, because I want to be a sociologist on pre-law track. So with sociology, it's all about examining relationships and cultures, and I think speech is the perfect place to do that, because there's so much going on when it comes to who you see, what experiences you see. So I think it definitely helps with that.
Does it ever bother you that so many people attend games and meets and yet they don't come to watch you? Do you think it'd be more fun if you had more people, or more rewarding, or more scary, all of the above?
So for me, it's really mixed emotions, because I do feel that since we don't have that many spectators or people who know what the activity is, when we speak about our activity, nobody really thinks, oh, well, that's something that's difficult. So I think that the lack of spectators adds that narrative. I personally don't mind not having that many people in a room because I do get a little bit more nervous with larger groups. To me personally, I don't mind it too much, but I do wish that people understood how difficult it can truly be.
Humor and comedy kind of needs a crowd, don't they?
Right, absolutely. And I feel like every time we go and watch a hockey game, we're there to watch talented people do what they do. And I would like to believe that I'm talented. And so, yeah, I mean, I would really like people to be there and support me and see the talent and what I work so hard on to do. I mean, that's why we have this speech showcase, because nobody gets a chance to see what we do. And sometimes I do wish that people would come watch me, but also at the same time, it's kind of scary seeing people that I know. But
more on the showcase in a second, so we can get people to see you. How do you feel about that?
I think most importantly, going back to the messages that we share, I wish people would come to see speech to hear our messages and to hear what we want to spread out in the world. There are so many different categories that can show so many different things that are going on in the world, and I just hope that people could pay attention to speech to hear all these messages that they may not hear elsewhere.
I'm also mixed emotion about like spectators and stuff. Like I've performed in final rounds with like 40 people watching, and last weekend I performed with just the judge watching, so it's definitely that whole like, you know.
What's more intense?
The judge.
I agree.
Like I do wish more people would come watch and stuff, but I think like the most important thing is that they come to watch to like learn about it.
I would say the biggest thing for me is that these kids work so hard. So James and Allie kind of hit on it, that people don't know the amount of work that goes into it. I coach football. I know how much work goes into that Friday night game, but also everybody that's at that game and everybody that reads about it in the newspaper the next day knows how the football team is doing. And unless you know what speech is and you know the kids or the coaches of the speech team, there isn't a lot of people in the community that know the work and dedication that they're putting in and the spectacular performances that these four and many other people on the team have put just so many countless hours into. They're all practicing roughly 2 hours a day on their speech just to get to where they can showcase it. And when it's only one person and a judge, to me that's great for them to build that confidence, but I do wish more people in the community knew just the tremendous amount of work they do, because they put their heart and souls into what they do, and their messages are so important.
Bridget,
Sure.
you were telling me about going to a speech meet and the range of emotions that you were put through in the
Yes.
various speech topics.
Yes, some of these speeches are very thought-provoking, or they're touching on hot topics or social justice issues or race relations or things like that, or maybe cancer or death or something just very serious, abuse, things like that get brought up in these speeches, and those can invoke strong emotions, just like the fun ones can bring about laughter and smiles. These other more serious topics can bring about these strong emotions, and it's important that we're able to give these kids an audience, because I watch them from behind the scenes. Speech sponsors is kind of like their cheerleaders. Our primary goal is fundraising, but that's to support them in what they love to do. And so that's what we want to do with this. We want to bring the community in, get them to see what it's all about, give the community an opportunity to provide funding if that's something they want to do, provide a donation so they can continue doing what they do.
Who wants to talk about the actual details of the showcase this coming Sunday?
My mom is also on the Boosters Club, so I've been pretty involved in this planning process. It will be March 3rd from 1 to 5 here at the high school. From 4 to 5, it will be like a dinner, and we're going to do some senior recognition at that time. So if you're just coming to see the speeches, that will be roughly from 1 to 4, and you will pay $5 at the door. If you would like to stay for dinner, it will be another $15, and we'll be catering Greenville, I believe.
As far as the showcase, it's a chance for the community to come and see every kid on the team speak. You know, these four will be given their different things, but we have 36 kids on the team that will each be giving their performances and sharing their messages, and you're going to see a wide range of 7th graders that are in their first year on script, pretty nervous, working on those skills, to, you know, top 25, top 60 in the entire nation speakers giving their speeches. There's a huge range on our team, and it's just going to be a great opportunity to come and see those kids, support them, and give them the audience that they deserve.
Sunday, March 3rd, 1 to 4 on the speeches, 4 to 5 on the meal, and come check them out.
It's at the Willmar High School.
Go Speech!
Woo!